Good morning and welcome. Today is Thursday, the 18th of April, 2024. My name is Joyce Chukuka. Welcome to what the Honorable has got to say on your number one family radio station, Super 88.1 FM. It is now 3 minutes past 9 a.m. and we are live on Facebook, Super FM Benin. I'm joined in the studio by the Honorable himself, Benga James. Good morning, Honorable.
Yeah, good morning, Joyce. And how are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
When ladies put on red, the lady in red.
Thank you. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get down to business. We're starting things off with our daily ritual, bringing you updates on the Edo-Guba elections. The Honorable has us covered.
Thank you so much. And with the Guba update, it's something we used to keep faith with you as we continue our steady and consistent build-up to the big dance in September, Edo 2024 Guba polls. And we are starting from the Labour Party this morning. The Edo State Police Command has formally invited the governorship candidate of the Labour Party LP in the forthcoming Edo gubernatorial election, Barrister Olumide Akpata, over alleged security breaches involving shootings at the University of Benin, Uniben, Ugbawa campus last Friday. The spokesman for the command, SP Chidi Nwabuzo, confirmed this to journalists in an interview in Benin City. SP Nwabuzo said the invitation was served on the LP Guba flag bearer by investigators in the political desk session of the State Criminal Investigation Department, CID, at the command headquarters Benin. Contacted the LP, the Labour Party chairman in Edo State, Kelly Ogbaloy, confirmed the receipt of police invitation. Recalled that Barrister Olumide Akpata attended an investiture ceremony on the invitation of the Uniben Staff Club, but the event turned violent when the venue was invaded by some persons whom the Akpata campaign alleged were agents of the PDP-controlled state government with the intention of assassinating him. Well, we allowed the investigators do their due diligence. Now, moving from the issue between the LP Guda candidates and the Edo State Police Command, we go straight to the PDP, People's Democratic Party. The governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State, Asue Ighodalo, has commended party leaders and stakeholders for their honest opinions on ways to resolve the party's internal issues ahead of the September 21 election in the state. Ighodalo, who stated this in Benin, at a meeting with party leaders from Akoko Edo, urged them not to rest until all internal crises in the party were fully resolved. Ighodalo stressed the need for the party to close ranks and strategize to defeat the All Progressives Congress, APC, which he said had been Nigeria's development nemesis. According to him, verifiable data shows that the PDP is far ahead of other parties, adding that the party's campaign structure for the governorship would soon be unveiled. He called for fair representation of all interest groups, including women, youths, even the obedient movement in the campaign structure of the party. All right, Joyce, those are the updates we got this morning. One from the Labour Party involving the Guba candidate of that political party, Barrister Olumide Akpata, because of the shootings and the disturbances that happened on the campus of the University of Benin sometime last week. And the second one is got to do with Dr. Asue Ighodalo, the PDP Guba candidate, who it's talking about the structure, his campaign structure that will soon be unveiled. And in a rather, what I say, strange development, they said even the obedient movement will be in the campaign structure. You know, there had been this rumored, unofficial romance, or would I call it bromance?
Bromance.
Between some elements in PDP and some elements in Labour Party, and you know the obedience. The obedience are like the ultras in the Labour Party. Well, I'm just passing by. Let's go to the phone lines.
Let's go to the phone lines. The numbers to call are these: 0812 753 6932, 0705 512 9881, and finally 0705 572 7881. You can also send us text and WhatsApp to this number: 0705 967 6881. You also have the option of leaving us a comment on our Facebook Live, Super FM Benin or Super 881 FM. You can do this and we'll read each and every comment. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning and welcome. What's your name, please?
Okay, this is Emmanuel from Airport Road.
Welcome,
Good
Emmanuel.
morning.
Yeah, Mr. Manuel, good morning.
Okay. For PDP governorship candidate, I don't know what is giving him much confidence of him talking to that social group will join and work for them, because his principal is the governor, PDP governor that is on the state right now, ruling now. I haven't seen anything that he has done that giving them the confidence to be boasting that they will win the forthcoming election. So for the Labour Party, it's quite unfortunate that they're trying to disturb their campaign or their movement in the state. But I see them prevailing over all those kind of stubborns that is coming over. So that's my take this morning.
All right, thank you so much. Good morning. You can also share your comment on the updates we shared this morning. 012 753 6932 0705 512 9881 0705 572 7881. We've got text and WhatsApp 0705 967 6881. You know, all this conversation and rumors that there are going to be elements from the Labour Party that would, have some effect on the other party.
Obedient movement.
Obedient
not
movement.
Labour. There have been clarifications in recent
that
times.
they are not the
there is a
Labour
difference
Party
between Labour Party and obedient movement. So obedient movement is more of support group for an
Peter Obi.
individual who goes by the name Peter Obi, and the nomenclature obedient evolves from his name Obi, then obedience.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Mr. Jala calling from Cecilia.
Happy to have you, Ajanla.
Good morning, Honorable.
Yeah, good morning, Ejanla.
I don't have much to say. The government in power in the state should not clamp down on the Labour Party. It doesn't have the people. Let the place be free. Let the open space for everybody to campaign. They should not use their mentality to clamp down on the Labour Party.
But Ejanla, don't you also think that it might be a tad unfair if we just look at this development as political? Because we cannot deny that we heard that some incident happened in the University of Benin at the staff club when Barrister Lumide Akpata visited. I'm not saying he did anything, but we cannot deny that there was some rumpus, there was some disturbance, and reportedly some shootings. We can't live in denial of that.
So I know we cannot live in denial of that. And the police came out with their investigation.
But it's the police. It is the police, not the PDP. Let's be fair. It's the police and not the PDP that has invited Barrister Lumide Akpata.
We are seeing the hand of Paul. I see the hand of Saul. Thank you, Honorable.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please turn down the volume on your radio set.
This is Peter calling for Stadium Road.
Welcome, Peter.
See, that issue that happened at the Union Bear, my other brother was there. So he told me everything. I will not say anything. PDP should leave Akpata for us. They should not be worrying that man for nothing. They should leave it for us. We want to vote for him. They should leave him.
All right. You knew everything that I thought you were going to give us some inside scoops. Akpata gents. Honorable, you kill me. 0812
The day you become a Guba candidate, we'll have just students.
Oh my goodness, you can still comment on the update shared here this morning. 0812 753 6932 0705 512 9881 and 0705 572 7881. Let's not forget you can do text and WhatsApp to 0812 753 6932. And of course, the Facebook comments are available for you. You can make use of that and leave a comment. Hi, Prince Machu. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
This is Honorable Sir.
Honorable, welcome to the show. Oh, talk to us.
Talk to us.
Well, the issue is very, very clear. Even in developed nations, ruling party always has some level of right or some level of power over,
Turn down the volume on your radio set or turn it
over
off.
elections.
Did you say
And
right?
that's exactly what is happening. But be as it may, I still believe that the choice of the people will actually come to bear because Edo State right now, we are very, very tired. Not just only Edo State, all over the country. And I'm also a stakeholder because I am an ESCO of one of the political parties too in the state. I will also advise Honorable and you people to also talk about other political parties, not just all about PDP and APC or Labour.
If you follow us, you
tell
would
us,
know
if
that
you
we
follow us
do.
up, we'll talk about other parties.
So
And if you
let's
make
also talk
information about your political party available, we
Let's
will
also
not
talk
filter.
about party like young progressive parties
Ask young
We
progressive
talk
party
about
to
the
reach out to
YPP
us.
as well. We have given those updates.
because we have structures to take over the 2024.
Come and see us if you have
If you speak
structures.
for the YPP, please come down to our
Then come
office.
down to our office.
If you're a rep
We'll
for the
be glad.
YPP,
We'll be
please,
glad
by
to
all
receive
means,
you,
would
yes.
love to
Okay,
have
I will
you.
do that. But the idea, what I'm saying, is based on what is happening right now.
All right. Thank you so much.
The Akpata himself, if you look at what happened, I'm also in Uniden. What happened was very clear. We know there was an element of opposition party there, but when you are dealing with students, you have to be very, very careful too. You don't just allow your security aides to start releasing and whatever. It's very, very unfair.
Oh, was anything released?
We will not want to say that. Let the police do the investigation so that at the end we will be able to find out.
All right. If you have any valuable intel, you should also provide it to the policemen
Please,
to
you
assist.
can also reach out to
Thank
the
you
police
so much.
if you can't say it on the air. Yeah.
Good morning. 15 past 9 a.m. This has been a rather interesting morning. We can squeeze in one more call. 0705 512 9881. Let's also use this medium to reach out to all the interested parties and active parties in this election. And we know there are about 13 of them, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yes.
And yes, I would love to bring updates on every single one of them as far as you provide us that information. So please reach out. Your party is not too small for Super FM to cover. Would love to have you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling us from, please?
My name is Kelvin. I'm calling from Benin.
Welcome, Kelvin. Talk to us.
Okay, over time, I noticed that the more you fight your opponent, the more they get more popular.
Mm-hmm.
So I will advise them to leave Akpata alone. And on the other hand, Akpata should know that whoever that chose to go to the bush to hunt an animal should also prepare for attack from the animal. So Akpata should also expect such violence from opposition because he chose politics. Before he left law sector, he knew what was in politics, so he entered. So he should prepare for everything that will come against him. And like I said previously, whenever you fight your opponent, the more they get more popular. So PDP are just doing him more good than harm. So that's all I have.
All right. I'm not sure the PDP came out to claim that they had any involvement.
They are not even the ones who have
In that.
invited Apata for investigations now. It's the Edo State Police Command, the CID unit, that's Criminal Investigation Department of the Edo State Command of the Nigeria Police. Except if we are to conclude now, I need somebody to tell me that the Edo State, the Nigeria Police Edo State Command is now the security arm or security department of PDP. I'm not sure that's what it is. But it's an interesting conversation so far. And I love Nigerians so much when we are preparing for elections because you hear all sorts and everything is politicized. If you wake in the morning and your wife didn't give you that beautiful smile, maybe your opposition is already speaking to your wife.
And that's it. That's a wrap on that segment. Thank you so much for joining us. It's fantastic. Now we're going to click through the gears for our big conversation of the day. Honorable.
Yeah, thank you very much, Joyce Chukwuka. It's been an interesting day so far, today, Thursday. And we'll click through the gears now. Sometimes there is this saying that for those who have not experienced war before, they do not understand the true value of peace. And for anybody who has experienced the devastating effect of war before, you will not pray to see another one anytime soon. That, for me, has been a guiding philosophy and a touch of wisdom for life. Now, that's a digression, so let's come to what we're talking about today. Maybe you can mirror what I've just said in the conversation for today. Now, the federal government has warned, underline the word warned, that 148 local government areas in 31 states of the Federation fall within the high flood risk areas. This disclosure was made in Abuja by Minister of Water Resources, Professor Joseph Otsef, while presenting the general highlights of the 2024 annual flood outlook prepared by the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency. Now, the 31 states were listed and it included our own beloved Edo State. The floods are expected between April and November 2024. We're already in April. The minister added that part of the 249 LGAs in 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, fall within, let's leave the moderate flood risk areas. Let's look at the states that have been warned. And 148 LGs in these 31 states, including Edo, that there could be high level of flooding, destructive flooding between April and November this year. While Nigeria regularly experiences seasonal flooding, the floods of 2022 have been the worst since the 2012 floods. Now, personally, as a journalist, I was involved in a team that produced a documentary from the devastating effect of the 2012 flood. And I saw it firsthand. I traversed some of the communities that were disturbed, they were dislodged, where people were displaced, where farmlands were destroyed, where houses were submerged, where livestock died, and where, of course, humans lost their means of livelihood and lives were lost as well. That was in 2012. And since then, there's always been the fear of the living daylights in me when I hear about a warning, about an impending flood. You will say it's about the elements. It's a natural disaster. And maybe you can't do so much to prevent it. But there is a word called mitigation. You can mitigate against the effects. You can also do your own part to limit whatever damages could have happened. Because each time we have this annual flood outlook, there are always recommendations for remediative moves that can be made to forestall the scale, the scope, the weight, the depth of destruction that could be attendant to such floods. Now let's bring it closer home. There are some communities that are known for flood and flooding in Edo State. I don't know what efforts have been put in lately or what efforts are ongoing to mitigate against the impending flood, the effects of the impending flood. We have communities such as Udaba, Epe, Anegbete, Opeko, Ole, Ofukpo, Agbabu, Osemegbe, Udochi, Yewa, Ake Island and Ifeku Island. Uselu, that's Ubowo Road, New Lagos, Uselu Road, Sapomba, Oka Road, Plymouth, Olia Road, Wasota, Ogida Road, Ogida Textile, Ruby Road, Television Road, Eromse Road, Upper Mission Road, Wire Road, Forestry Road. All these places have always been prone to flood. Now, there are some causative factors that have been known over the years by the government and the people of Edo State. And what has been done? What efforts have been made? Are we just waiting for this flood without thinking about the warning or doing anything? I will just wait and say, okay, well, it's the usual now. The flood will come and it will go now. So if you live around or you are familiar, you are conversant with any of these areas I've mentioned, or you know of any other community in Edo State that is flood prone and might be affected, because Edo is one of those 31 states that have been listed by the Minister of Water Resources in his annual flood outlook for the year 2024. Please, you can call us up. You can be part of the conversation this morning. For starters, tell us how flood has always ravaged that community. If possible, you could also give us a picture of what annually is lost in terms of property and perhaps life. because of flood in such communities. Then if there have been mitigative or remediative efforts over the years, currently or in recent past, you also do noble by also telling us.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. The number to call are these: 0812 753 6932, 0705 512 9881. You also have 0705 572 7881. We've got text and we've got WhatsApp: 0705 967 6881. You also have the option of leaving a comment on our Facebook page, Super 881 FM or Super FM Benin. They'll both take you to the exact same place. You can leave a comment and Jewel to share your thoughts. Let's go on our WhatsApp.
Just before you begin to take the feedback,
okay.
Let me also quickly, say here, without trying to be the devil's advocate at all, some local governments in the Benin metropolis have been desilting drainages for months now. So if you have seen that, and if you've seen the effect of the work of desilting, or if those drainages are still desilted as we speak now, you also do noble by letting us know. Thank you.
All right. This one is from Kelvin in USA. I'm taking this to the Upper Sakumba area. It says, good morning, Honorable. I just want to make note that flood happens everywhere. Even Dubai is flooded now.
But that does not mean we shouldn't do anything about it. You say even Dubai. You see, it is attitudes like this that make things to keep happening. When you think that it is normal and you resign to fate. And you see, Professor Olarotimi in the book Gods Are Not to Blame, he said, if we fold our arms, we die quick. He said, to fold our arms is to die quick.
Wow.
Fold your arms because it happens every time or everywhere.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Joyce.
Welcome. Please turn down the volume on your radio set.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I see no reason people, my name is Noxa. I see no reason where people make jest of things always. Even Dubai is flooded. Dubai, have you been to Dubai that is flooded? If Dubai is flooded, it's their cup of tea. We are saying our own now. So let us be serious and say the right thing. These people, they are hearing us. That if we are just throwing some idea to them. It's good for them to work on time by the drainage is blocking. And yeah, in my local government, they are doing some kind of drainage. They are just opening.
Which local government is that, sir?
One day.
Okay, thank you.
So they are trying to figure out and be doing it. But I pray for God and I pray for them to do it diligent work. Not that they open the drainage, they will just leave it like that. Since they open it, they take out the dirty, then we remember to lock it back. Because opening it, the car can be coming, that is another big problem. And the women see the opportunity, put it dirty or top the waste. After the drainage has done their at the night, they will come and put it another waste again. It's like hoping they will see pack all of them the next morning. So it's a lot of work they are doing. But I pray let them be serious and do it at once because the rain that is coming, I believe, not another rain, it's coming with full force.
Thank you so much, Nosa. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Joyce. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Ejanla.
Good morning, Ejanla.
Yeah. The flood in Edo and in Nigeria is a man-made flood. So we should not be comparing Nigeria with Texas, Houston, and hurricane. It's a human being made flood in Nigeria. So take for example, in Benin City now, one I check the major gutters in Benin City. And sometimes, not because of they have a deep gutter, you see the heart of Benin, you see on third road, linking major road in Benin City. And you will go to Asaba, you will hardly see on third road, linking major road. If you have been to Asaba, you hardly see on third road, linking major road. But in Benin, Sakoba road there, you see on third road, linking Sakoba road. The heart of Benin. And all those sands are coming to the big, the secondary or primary gutters. So the problem we have in Edo and Nigeria is a man-made problem, not the hurricane we are the one we are seeing in Dubai, seeing in other countries. So our own is a man-made. So we need to deal with it now. That is my take this morning. God bless you.
God bless you, Jamila. Good morning. You can join the conversation from wherever you are. The numbers to call are these: 012-753-6932, 0705-572-7881. We also have 0705-572-7881 for text and WhatsApp. It is 0705-967-6881. And if you're listening on our mobile apps, Barra from Global, you can also join the conversation. There's a chat room there. You can leave a comment, and I'll take your comment. Thank you so much. Let's go on our Facebook. We've got Michael on Facebook. Says, good morning, Honorable. We tell people of flood outlook in April when the rains are already there. Things like this are done in January or even the year before. So that steps can be taken swiftly. But I mean, the white man will say better late than never.
Than never. Now that they have actually warned you, what are you doing? Or what have you done?
Good morning. Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling us from, please?
This is Theophilus from Darcy Road.
Welcome, Theophilus. Talk to us.
In the issue of this flooding, it's a very severe issue. You can as well come to own their local government. At Amofi precisely, there's a river out there. In that 2022, so many people lost their property, left their home. If you get there now, I can start almost 100 houses there. Nobody is living there. All their family is all over. During my time where I was going to lecture, they actually took us there also take a look at what flood can cause. So I think the government should do something to stop this flooding. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. And I would particularly love for those who are residents in places that are flood prone, that have perennial flooding problem, to actually call us and tell us what it has been like and what has been done, or the ongoing efforts at mitigating against the effects. Let's get real-time report.
Exactly.
Maybe this can call someone's attention to urgently go fix something before it's too late.
Exactly that. This is a fantastic platform for you. So if you have an area that's generally prone to flood, I know that some the rains are not as heavy as they will be later on in the year.
But we should not be lulled. A warning
exactly.
has come out. A warning has gone out now.
Exactly. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling us from, please?
I'm calling from Benin.
Okay, what's your name?
Yeah, I'm calling from Benin.
Your name?
Your name. Your name.
I think I'm calling.
Collins. Okay,
Tony.
that's the problem. Tony sounded like Colin.
Like Colin.
It sounded like Colin. All right, Tony, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Honorable.
Yeah, good morning, Tony.
Yeah, the issue of the flood and everything is based on our environment. In the sense, our waste is not well disposed. Look at the whole area in the beginning now. We don't have waste bins. Well, most of all those women that have that they are just out, whenever they are taking them out, they just throw them inside the gutter, you know. If rain is falling, go to anytime we want to fall, go to the village, you see what they are doing. I've seen many countless of taxis that throw waste inside the gutter when rain is falling. You know, when you go, I graduated from the University of Calabar. When you go to Calabar, you see every street, all their streets, they are dump bins in all the streets, like 2 big giant or 3 giant dump bins at the street, junction of the street. With those things, it makes the environment to be clean and their drainage is very neat. I get what I'm saying now. So the only way for us to control our drainage is to make provision for good environmental system.
So thank you so much, Tony.
Thank you so much, Tony.
It reminded me of a friend of mine, a former colleague I used to have at my former station. Let's think circa 2017, 2018. And he relocated from River State to Edo State and was working, with me. And one time we were walking on the road on the Benin-Lagos Expressway. And he said he always gets confused when he sees drainages in Benin. You see, because they are open. That he'd never really seen that before, that they were always open. And then people start pouring trash into it because they were always open. And then sometimes in the mornings when I was on the early breakfast show and I was coming to work and I would see the street sweepers, I would see them sweep the street into the gutter directly. They don't let me say that they gather around, they come gather, but as they're sweeping, they just sweep to the edge, pour it straight into the gutters. And I'm thinking to myself, how is water ever going to flow? Not only are you putting normal regular trash plastics, you're pouring full sand inside.
I mean, the beauty of this conversation this morning is that even some of these things that people are pointing out and talking about appear simple, but they are not as simple as that because we don't even do them. So for those who think that this conversation is not necessary, I think you are now seeing why it is very necessary. And one would have also thought that, yes, the Minister of Water Resources has done his own part, he's issued the warning, he's given the annual outlook for the year 2024 for the states listed, which includes Edo State. Now, what are they doing with that information? What level of sensitization is going on? I mean, what are they doing in those communities in the local government areas that are flood prone? First is to sensitize the people and let them understand that there's been a warning and it may happen. And when we do this, do that, do X, Y, and Z, it may help us to mitigate against the effect. We are not even seeing things as simple as that. They are so simple, but trust me, Joyce, they are very effective.
Exactly. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Joe, good morning.
Welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning,
I
sir.
really Osaru is my name.
Happy to have you.
Okay.
Yes. In its original form, sir,
Yes, sir.
no area will be flooded if you are going to put it in a natural setting or in a natural environment. One of the effects of urbanization is flooding. You understand? As people begin to progress to live in a given geographical space, because of the roof and urbanized environment, you see that flooding or surface runoff will come up. You understand? It is not incumbent on us as individuals within the geographical space to actually manage the situation or manage the environment. And our attitude over the years towards our environment has not been palatable. It has not been nice. For example, you see people throwing things, trash out of their cars. In Benin City here, you understand? And the government is not doing anything or doing little about it. If I'm the governor of this state today, the first law I will make is to protect the environment. If you throw any trash out of your car, you will be dealt with. You understand? So the thing is that as all these things, they are throwing it outside the cars and all that, you see that all these things, they will gather. And this open surface drainage that we have here in Edo State is an easy target. So on that note, I want to say on this platform that the government will do enough in order to ravage the issue of flooding. And technocrats that are also within the built environment should also advocate what we call advocacy planning. They should advocate and educate the people. They need not to mess up the environment. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Let's go on our WhatsApp line. Good morning, Super FM. In 2023, a keke was swept by severe erosion along the boundary between Ekosiding and Ewomore communities. Same year, a woman was swept off along the same path. Deaths were recorded. Benin has not received sufficient ecological intervention from the state and local government. FA in Isio. We've got this text, it's from Fabian in Airport Road. Fabian says, one issue I have with my people is that we are very quick to forget. If we remember the flooding that happened in this country, I think last year or last 2 years, where people needed to leave their houses, lost property and lost lives. People were on boats, and from the boat you can see the roofs of houses. If we are people that remember, flood should not be allowed to hit us a second time. It's Fabian from Airport Road. Hello, good morning. All right, join the conversation. It's 312-753.
And you see, in the midst of all of this, there is something, Joyce, that is called ecological fund. The federal government has its own share and state governments. I remember that in the back and forth of 2022 and buck passing, which is almost a tradition in Nigeria, at some point, federal government had to speak out because everybody was like tagging the federal government and calling out the federal government. And the federal government asked a simple question. Have you asked your state governors or your state government what they do with their ecological funds?
They receive it. 012-753-6932, 0705-512-9881, and 0705-572-7881. Hello, good morning. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my sister. This is USA on the line.
Good morning, Mr. USA.
Good morning.
Bless my good brother.
Yeah.
Is it not a shame issue of what erosion control? Oh my God. Another evidence to show that we are not serious people. A good and organized election. This should not be an issue. Neighboring countries at times will be telling us like Cameroon, look, do this, do that. We want to open our dam, this, flood is going to happen, this. We won't do anything until our houses are submerged. At the end of the day, you begin to ask yourself, do we have a government? Yes, there is. What are they doing, brother? You just mentioned ecological what from? What happened? You know, we just derive pleasure in stealing and destroying our country, and at the end of the day, the same people saying, Holy Ghost, Sajah, Jesus Christ will help us. Come, the human brain is not meant for fun, no. God is telling you there will be challenges. That was why He gave us brain. I'm not sure a black man is getting this message. If he's getting the message, he should have looked at what a white man is doing. Why is it that when you go to a white man's country, everything is so well organized? How? Our ancestors were able to do this thing 200-300 years ago. They created empires, communities, and all of that. They were able to handle so many issues. How come we modern people, with all the examples the white man has given us, we just keep on complaining over issues that are so elementary that can easily be handled? Like people who are not even serious in abroad, not to talk of those that are serious. The government first, money meant for such a purpose should not be stolen. Number two, if you give out money for such things, the government should monitor, but unfortunately, the person you expect to monitor is even part of those stealing the money. When you have a country like that, how do we move forward? Just keep on. Can't you see now? Nobody is discussing strategic issues on how to make our country great. Nobody is telling us. We pray there should be no war, or there should be no anything violent happen to Nigeria today. How do we go about handling such an issue? Nobody is thinking of that. Nobody is talking on the fact that you hear of American greatness. How do they do it? Can't we do a similar thing? If possible, be greater than America. After all, we have all the resources. Nobody is addressing that. It's always, Boko Haram, it don't happen. How did you get your wife? Subsidy, they go up, they come down. They don't do this. Look at what we discuss on radio. I always feel embarrassed. I pray one day we'll wake up to see a country where men and women will sit down, always discussing issues that can make our country great. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you and God bless you. Let's go on our WhatsApp line. Good morning, Super Crew. The Ministry of Environment has failed woefully. They don't pick up waste as at when due, allowing people to dump waste in natural drainage pathways, and people build on these pathways. No waste bins in the streets. Good morning, Honorable and Joyce. There is this particular part in Second West Circular Road that is located between Textile Mill Road and Siloko Road in the Igbo local government area. Although the road is tiled, it is always flooded whenever there is heavy rainfall, and it usually takes time before the water drains out, which prevents human and vehicular movement. I don't know if the drainage system is jam-packed with dirt or something, because it's a closed drainage system. Please, the local government chairman should put measures in place to mitigate this before it escalates. Thank you, Super from God bless you. We've got Stephen in Siloko Road. You know, I was just thinking, right? I grew up in Benin City. There was this one time in the city where we were told it wasn't allowed to dump trash anywhere. In fact, if you were a public transport employer or a road transport worker, you had a bus. Each bus was expected to have a trash can inside. And there was a task force attached to this. I don't know how we stopped that. It was beautiful.
Now, Joyce, here we lament, we talk about people building on waterways. We talk about people building on moats and all that. And the question that agitates my mind is that my understanding of building is that you get approvals for the structures that you erect, for the buildings that you have. Who approved for these buildings, for these structures to be erected in the first place? And if they were built without due approval, we know what should happen next. Why have we lacked the political will or the guts to be able to do the needful to save the larger environment?
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling us from, please?
It's Theophilus, I called back.
Okay, Theophilus, talk to us.
You see, concerning the drainages and everything, that our drainages is very bad. They are foreign tests on the drainage. We should first of all ask ourselves, what are the waste management board doing? That should be our first question. As to waste management board, are they really working? How many vehicles is moving around house to house to take those debt from people's houses? Not just when the waste management board did not come to take the debt, and you have no other option. Either you burn it or you throw it in the drainage, and which is very bad. Our Edo State government should tell the waste management board they should start working places so that we have a better Edo State. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated. It's about 1 minute and a few seconds. Should we squeeze in the call, Honorable, or do you want to give us some closing
No,
thoughts?
let's give
at
it
this
to a
moment?
lucky caller.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Tangod. I'm calling from Dumes Road.
All right, thank God. We have 1 minute. Let's have it.
Okay, please just give me that time. So, in respect to the trash car you just mentioned,
Yeah.
most of the public vehicles working around the town, they have that trash can. They are mandated to pay for it. But recently, you will pay for it, they will not give you the can. They
Wow.
are only interested in giving you the sticker.
Yeah, I've seen those
They will-
stickers
they will
to
give you-
say
they will-
Edo State Waste
They will
Management
give you the
Board.
sticker. They will give you the sticker. Yes, for the waste management board now, they will give you the sticker, but they will not give you the can.
Which you have paid for.
Which you are
That's what
paid
they are
for, by the
doing
way.
now. Yes, you will pay for it, they will give you the sticker.
Is that not
So once
statutory
the staff
sealing
will see
of-
that you have the sticker, they will allow you to go.
But they don't. My brother, thank you so much for letting us know this
All right,
great
thank you.
information. It's worrisome because I know that sticker. I see it in every vehicle I enter. I know that sticker very well, and
You know,
I always wondered what that sticker was for.
If I'm going to have anything like a closing remark, I think this is what I'm going to say. Well, the warning is that the flood is expected between April, we're in April now, and November. So this campaign, this is just our own 2 kobo. I don't want to say 2 cents. We should not dollarize Nigeria. We don't spend cents in Nigeria. We spend naira and kobo. This is my own 2 kobo on this matter. We'll continue to do this campaign, this sensitization. We'll bring up this talk once in a while between now and that time, and we'll monitor situations. And please, if you have a particular strong situation where you are at, where you are resident, in your community, in your village, in your local government, don't be afraid. Bring it up. We'll put it on this platform and the entire world will hear about what your peculiar situation is.
Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Joyce Chukuka. This has been What the Honorable has got to say on your number 1 family radio station, Super 88.1 FM. Good morning, Edo State.